The main thing, and I've seen this thing happening more and more, is that the last frequencies are occurring. My cousin had called me 2 days ago and said that they had a 3.4 earthquake in Chicago.
Where exactly is Chicago? We're not lost.
3.4. That's the Mandarin Fault, and the Mandarin Fault doesn't really.
That's showing something's going on.
Yeah, and that's all the way. That's the Arcadia fault line.
The Earth doesn't like something.
It doesn't take lightly, because that's the two plates between the east and the west.
This is, you know why this is? I'll tell you why.
Because you look at Haiti, and the one that was before
Humboldt County, California, just had 2 tremors in a row, 6.9 and a 5.9.
When was that?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, well, I know about it. Right after
that was there, and then it went vibrated all the way through the continent and hit Haiti.
But
that was like a 7.
What it's doing is
and it rippled back, and so it disturbed underneath Chicago. Because if you draw a straight line, that vibration, you got to cut the Earth into cross sections. That section is like the epicenter of the vibration back, so it triggered something underneath. I bet you Missouri.
You know, if you're spinning like a spin cycle on a washer.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to open up the lid, it slows down, right?
When you open the lid?
Okay. And then what happens to all the center? It goes together. Okay. The world's spinning. And then all of a sudden, if it slows down to a point, what happens? It goes inward.
Well, theoretically,
the spin cycle?
The outer part is actually spinning faster.
Right.
Because it has to catch up.
All right. What happens if it just decided to say, okay, I back up a little bit. So when it backs off, it opens up doorways like earthquakes.
Yeah. You're right.
How does it
You're
back
right.
off? How is this?
You're right. It's not solid.
Take a look at that theory.
You're right. It's not solid. It's like a lot of wet clothing in there, rotating around the center.
We're in the shell,
tumbling
the
around
shell,
inside of there.
Oh, I like that theory. I like that.
It's a really good model. That's
what do you think about that,
that's
Randall?
close to what's going on.
What do you think about that, Randall?
What?
Yeah, that's scientifically
Earth,
plausible.
Figuring out what earthquakes is like a washing machine. When it stops, it kind of rumbles. So
everything on the inside, from the outside, goes in.
They're different shells that spin on each other.
For example, the Earth is just a crust outer shell on the outside. What if Earth just slowed down and backed off a little bit, and you find yourself in open doorways with earthquakes and volcanoes?
And maybe even the evacuation of the atmosphere. If it's going
Well,
to
that's
stop long enough, it'll just evaporate.
It's like a burp. It's like you take your breath.